Hi everyone and welcome to a video that I've wanted to make for some time now. So I'm pretty sick right now, but I still want to do this video nonetheless. I caught the cold, so you know, I've got a bit of a fever, but I'm doing pretty good, to be honest. It's not COVID, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get into the video. So the point of this video that I wanted to talk about, or the point of the video, is the overclocking scene and how to overclock your graphics card. So overclocking your card is pretty simple. It mainly comes down to choosing the right software, finding overclocks from other people for your card, and then actually doing the overclock. So I've got the RTX 3070 XE3 Ultra here that I will be showing you. So talking about software, what software should you get? Well, there's many different software out there that will enable you graphics card overclocking. Some of which are here on the screen. This is evga's Precision X1, and then we have, of course, the classic MSI Afterburner. So which one of these two should you get? Well, honestly, the one that I would get if I had to choose was definitely, or would be, MSI Afterburner, because MSI Afterburner is great in every single point. It's really easy to overclock. It's a very simple utility, and it can be downloaded on any kind of operating system. But what's most important is it can be used on any card, from Nvidia to AMD, from all kinds of brands. You can use any EVGA, MSI, Asus, Gigabyte cards on it, and it will not. And it will work on basically any of them. So, okay, so we have the RTX 3070 from EVGA right here, the XE3 Ultra. But I have two softwares here. I have MSI Afterburner and I have EVGA Precision X1. Well, in most cases, I would say just download MSI Afterburner. For any card that is not from EVGA, just use the MSI Afterburner software. But if you have a EVGA card, then I will actually recommend skipping MSI Afterburner and using it only for the on-screen information such as FPS, temperatures, and stuff like that you can use with your this thing. So this is Riva Tuner Statistics Server. This is from MSI, and this is what you'll use for the on-screen FPS and stuff like that. This is really good, and I use it quite often actually. So if you want that, then just get MSI Afterburner. But if you have a high-end EVGA card, which would not be the XE3 Ultra, which has the ICX technology, this would be a 403 card, one of which I actually worked on. I had the RTX 3070 Ti EVGA 403, which is a similar card to this one, but it has the ICX technology on the VRM, on the memory, on the GPU core, and other parts of the card. In that case, I would actually just recommend skip MSI Afterburner and just get EVGA Precision X1. So only if you have an EVGA card, that is when you should install the Precision X software, because you also get your RGB control on it, so you know, why not. Now you have the hardware monitor right here, power, and you've got your resizable bar, which currently is disabled. So yeah, okay, what the fuck is that music in the background? I need to get rid of that. Okay, so wait, let me just fix that real quick. Okay, that's pretty good. Anyways, back to the point of the video. So to overclock your card, it's after you install your software, which is down in the description. So if you want any of these software mentioned in the video, just go down into the description and download it. Okay, so now that you have your software downloaded, it's super simple. Just download it, unzip it, and you're ready to go. Okay, and then just launch the software. Usually it will just launch by itself. Okay, you've got the software on your screen. So what do I do now? So first, on this side, so for MSI Afterburner, your memory clock is right here. Now this will be different. You have different OSD that you can choose from. Right here, if you go to user interface, there's different skins that you can use. I would generally just use any of these basic ones like this one. This is what I like to use most of my time. So you have your memory clock right here and your core clock. Core clock is the core clock of your GPU core. So this would be this part of the GPU right here. This is what does all the processing. Now this is the main part of the overclocking, but you will also be overclocking your memory, which you have right here. Memory clock here, GPU core clock right here, and then you have the voltage, which is also right here. Now for basic overclocks, you don't have to do anything with the voltage. The main thing that you will change, the first thing that you will do is unlock the power limit and go to the max that it will take. Click save. Okay, so you have the power limit on the additional 13%, so 113%, with the GPU temp also increasing to 90 degrees. Now, if you want to revert, just click default, and it will default to the normal power setting. Now, after that, I would recommend to go on Google, just like this, just open a new Google tab, and then go and just type in your graphics card name. In my case, this is the RTX 3070 EVGA or XE3 3430 Ultra, and just go onto and type in overclock settings. Now just check different results from different forums and stuff like that. For example, here this guy got a overclock 1000 on the memory, 100 on the GPU clock, with the power set to this and the max temp 90, voltage 100. And then you can see the results on the actual GPU clock where it clocks at. And you have other OC guides on this specific card that I have here. I've done my own overclocking on this one, and I believe I didn't write it down. That's the problem, I didn't write it down. But I think I got like 400 something on the, I think I did 500 on this one. So you can just click right there and just enter it, and then you can also change the clock of the actual GPU. I think I did 200 on the core. I don't know, I don't remember, which is, I should have wrote it down. Now after you do that, you will want to run a benchmark, such as one of the benchmarks that I use very often is superposition benchmark, which is also in the description down below. So if you want to use it, just go into the description, download it, and come back. Now after you do your overclock, after you dial in your overclock, you are going to want to run superposition or any other benchmark such as Heaven. I think I have it downloaded too. Heaven benchmark 4.0, yeah, right there. So you can use Heaven as well for older graphics cards, but if you're using a newer graphics card, then I would recommend superposition because it's 100% free. Just download it and run it, and you also have different settings for it. Now you do also have you can go onto Google and you can look up results from other people with the same graphics card as you, so you can kind of compare where you stack up. Now firstly, I would run this completely stock. Just run it right now, see your results, write your results down, put in your overclock, try it out. If it works, then see your new upcoming results. For example, with this card I was getting like I think like 9,000 or something, and then I did the overclock and it was even higher for around like 500 points or something, or even more. So this card performs pretty well. Now if you do a very, very high overclock, so this would be like a really extreme overclock, you will see you'll be able to check your stability, because sometimes the overclock is too high for the card just can't handle it with the cooling, and it will just turn off the computer or just turn off the benchmark or just crash, right? So this is what you will use to check it out. Now this is the end of the video. There's nothing more I have to say. There are other better overclocking guides. This is just a quick overview on how to overclock your card. You need two things. Or three things rather. You need to have your GPU, you need to have the proper software, and you also need, well, the benchmark that you will use to benchmark the card. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you guys.